Hi, are you just tired of trying to figure out health insurance? Trying to figure out what's right for you, whether you're getting the right coverage, how much you're paying? Well, you are not alone. I really pride myself, this is something I'm passionate about, is helping people find the right coverage for themselves and their family. Well, how do you do that if you're not an insurance agent? How do you know what's good and what is not good? Well, one way, very important way, is to get with an insurance agent that's also a broker. And what does that mean? Well, that means the insurance agent represents multiple companies. Because when they represent multiple companies, which is also called appointed or contracted with different companies, it means they can evaluate your family's needs and look at the options that are available out there to make sure you get a good match for you and your family. And I can't tell you how important this is because insurance coverage is not a one size fits all. Shocker, not everyone has the same needs. And so why would you work with an insurance agent that offers one product or two products? They're trying to fit you in their box to make a sale. That is not what I do. That's not what a lot of other agents do. So how do you find someone that represents multiple companies? Well, one way you can check, if you get the name of someone, you always want to check with friends, see who they've used, get a referral. And if they're not sure, or they're, maybe they were happy with whatever they got, but if you want to check them out and see what other offerings they can do, you can very easily do that at the State Board of Insurance website. There's one for every state. And the State Board of Insurance, you just look up the agent and it will tell you who they're appointed with or contracted with, and it'll list all the different companies. That's really important because maybe some agents don't want to tell you that, which to me is crazy, but whatever. There's ways to find that out so that you are making sure you're dealing with someone that has your best interest in mind. Can't stress this enough. If they're not sitting down with you, finding out what your needs are, what your budget is, reviewing your medical history, you may not be getting the right coverage. And this could also be true if you have employer health care. Let me explain. Whoever works for the employer that's offering the health care, you're probably getting a good deal from a price point because the employer is going to pay a portion of the premiums, sometimes all of the premiums for the employee. It's very rare that an employer pays for dependents or spouse, but it does happen. So if you're happy with that coverage because you're not paying anything out of pocket for the coverage, that's fine. Stick with that plan. But what if the employer's only paying for the employee and the spouse and dependents are super expensive? Or even though or it's not good insurance. And what I mean by that is if you have a high deductible that you never meet, why would you continue to pay those premiums and never meet a deductible? So basically you're just paying big name carrier to have the honor of having your preventive covered once a year. And that really isn't cost effective. So I take a very consultative approach where, again, we do your whole health history, your budget, and then we look at your total out-of-pocket costs. What did you spend last year? And if you spent tons of money and your insurance didn't pay anything, well, maybe that's time to reevaluate. So this is true with any insurance, mainly health, because that's on people's minds right now. Supplementals, the same way. You want to make sure people give you the best deal. I have chosen not to contract with certain companies because they hold the agent captive. And what that means is they're only allowed to offer their product. I don't like that because I don't think that you as an insured are necessarily getting the right coverage for you. And you won't know that because they can't compare with other coverages. They're only going to say you the one thing that they know, and it might be good coverage for you, but it may not. And you won't know that. So I'm going to ask everyone today to think about your upcoming open enrollments coming up November 1st. For employers, most people are starting to do open enrollment now, and that means you can only enroll at these times. So you want to evaluate whether you want to continue. Usually for the employee, it makes complete sense to be on the employer coverage, but maybe for spouse and kids, it does not. So let's evaluate that. Let's evaluate if you have coverage through the exchange. Let's evaluate that and make sure you're happy with that. You know, anything you want to compare and contrast, now is the time to do it. Just get an agent or a broker that can give you multiple options so that you feel comfortable picking something that's going to work for you. So hop on over. I have a website now, so exciting, jcapconsulting.com. You can check out all the great things I do. You can also book an appointment with me through that website, or just contact me, and happy to do a comparison and help you talk through your coverage choices and, you know, give you the pros and cons. You know, there is no one great plan. There's just not. So we've got to find the plan that best matches what you need. And obviously that is affordable. So I look forward to talking to you guys again next week. Until then, peace out.